If you have your Amano shrimp with fish or in a large aquarium, you're gonna wanna move it to a smaller aquarium once it's actually pregnant. You can wait a week or 10 days, but after about 10 days, I would make sure to go ahead and move it. But I'm focusing right now with the white, the red, the yellow, and I have some blue ones that are in a different tank. I'm about to move them to this tank. I just set it up for them. So I'm focused more on red, white, blue, and yellow. I'm not really focused on breeding the wild color as much other than for fish food, which is a great thing to do as well. But so I want to give you an example of what I do when it's time to move the babies. Now, again, you're going to want to separate your females. I like to use a 2.5 gallon aquarium, but you could use whatever you want. I prefer to be able to see through it. But you'll notice I've got a flashlight on here. I have the light on above this just so that I could show you those other tanks and so you could see in here. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to flip this light up, but normally I would turn it off completely, or I would even wait until night just so that it's dark in the room as well, because I have better luck that way, like collecting the baby Amano shrimp. But so I just use a flashlight like I showed you here a second ago. I had it on the side of the glass. All of the babies will be drawn up into the light, and every once in a while, one of the mama Amano shrimp may come over here and swim through the light and kind of scatter them a little bit. But for the most part, doing that really gets them concentrated in one area. And from here, you can easily collect them and either feed them to your fish or transfer them to a grow out tank. And so I'll show you how I collect them, and then I'll kind of briefly explain the method that I use to grow them out, but I'm gonna have to do like specific videos on that because there's a couple steps to it and it'll just make this video too long. But so I like to use a reusable K-cup. I got this at Walmart and it's got a super fine mesh on it. I typically will use a clothespin and I'll just hold it up against the side of the tank with a clothespin. This particular tank, the water level is down right now. As you can see, it's normally up to here. And the reason that it's down is I had some red Amano shrimp in here that just released their babies a couple days ago. And when they did that, I did not use a disposable K-cup because I was being lazy. So what I did is I just sucked them out of here and I squirted them and the fresh water into my grow out tank. And the reason why I don't like to normally do that, and I'll use this so that I can return the water back to this tank, it's not just because the water level gets low here. It's more so I'm not diluting the saltwater mixture in my grow out tank. And I'll talk to you about that here in a second. But first, let's talk about how I collect them. So I'll just take a turkey baster. This is a fluval waste remover, but a turkey baster will work too. An aquarium siphon also works, but it's gonna be hard for you to run that siphon through one of these without it kind of jamming them up against the mesh with a little bit of force, and it may hurt them or actually kill them. So I like to use one of these turkey basters so I can like gingerly suck them up into this, and then I carefully run the water through this so I'm not like blasting them up against the mesh. I'll show you just how easy it is, but I'm not going to be able to run it through the K-cup, the reusable K-cup, just because I only have one hand to work with. But as you can see, they don't really run. I'm kind of scattering them more accidentally with the turkey baster than they are kind of running from the turkey baster. But as you can see, I got a bunch in there. I'm just kind of slowly letting that water back out. But super easy to collect them. Now, what gets kind of tricky and can be complicated depending on how you decide to do it. So I would normally remove the babies from here, and then we would bring it over here to the grow out. And there's two grow outs. This one's been set up for quite some time, and I've only ever really cleaned the front glass. And then this one I've reset more recently. I'll do a video more on these no-tech grow outs or nurseries for the Amano shrimp larvae. It's so simple. It's very easy, very little effort. So thanks for watching.